Welcome back to the channel. Imagine a cartoon we watch just for fun and suddenly realize it is actually a time machine. The Simpsons have already astonished us with predictions so incredible that even Santa Claus would never have imagined them. An ordinary family from Springfield that seems to possess the gift of glimpsing the future and even sketching out a script for events yet to come. In this video, we will explore some of the most impressive Simpsons predictions that will make your mind buzz as if you were immersed in a parallel universe where the screen comes alive and the script of our reality is unexpectedly revealed. Get ready! In episode 14 of season 12, aired on February 25, 2001, the young talents Bart and Simpson formed the band Party Posey, sponsored by the US Navy. During the filming of the music video, Dropped a Bomb. The members have to fly in military aircraft and carry out attacks wearing combat uniforms. According to the plot, one bomb hits an SUV bearing a flag under which 10 years later, Syrian opposition groups would appear with green, white, and red stripes. That same episode shows a fighter jet with a number made of 2 letters PI. Years later, when the US Army unveiled the F-22, reversing PI yields BB, matching the number 22. Worth noting, during airstrikes in Syria, the F-22 Raptor, the most advanced 5th-generation US fighter whose production began in 1997, was used for the first time. By February 2015, the F-22 had flown at least 112 combat missions over Syria. And in June of that year, it became indispensable to every bomber group in action. In Friends and Family, The Simpsons tackled the risks of excessive immersion in virtual reality, anticipating problems that would only become obvious years later. Homer and Marge test technology that can simulate food flavors, though a skeptical character notes the virtual dishes fall short, contradicting expectations that such innovations might reduce consumption of unhealthy foods. Real companies like Bank RMX and Royal Caribbean have begun using similar tech to enhance service. Yet, the cartoon also highlights downsides. Accidents caused by pedestrians distracted by VR and the loss of real social bonds, showing growing dependence on gadgets. In 2005, Professor Frank introduces a revolutionary vehicle that opens new horizons for Bart and Lisa. 6 years later, in 2013, Marge decides to separate from Homer because he spent the family fortune on an underwater house and then on a futuristic flying device, justifying that sometimes people just drift apart. Bart retorts, "No, Dad. Mom left because you spent all our money on that underwater house." Far from perfect, this singular carries its occupants through a quantum tunnel. The 1992 episode Itchy and Scratchy and Marge ends with a scene that predicts events 40 years ahead. Homer and Bart, now adults, go to the movies and see vehicles reminiscent of Star Trek's transporters, flying cars that no longer seem so fanciful. Given that the concept has been in development for decades, company Samsung Sky is preparing to launch its first flying cars, and it's quite possible that by 2025 we can finally escape urban traffic jams with these innovations. One of the most talked about moments among fans appears in the short episode Finally Vacation Season 14, in which Bart paints on a wall. "I like the collapse of society." For some, it's the expression of a rebellious spirit. For others, a deep critique of identity crisis, loss of traditional values, and the rise of individualism. Creator Matt Groening is often linked to anarchist ideas, leading many to assume he foresaw future global crisis. Or perhaps the phrase was just a joke or an expression of a character's discontent. Only time will tell how accurate these predictions are. In the 2007 Simpsons feature film, viewers encounter a series of unexpected events that can be read as prophecies. One plot centers on a global ecological catastrophe. Homer dumping pig farm waste into Lake Springfield triggers an environmental crisis that engulfs the city. Although an environmental dome seems fanciful, the disaster warns society at a time when climate change and its catastrophic human-driven effects grow ever clearer. The debate over corporations' irresponsible stance and the unchecked exploitation of the planet's natural resources remains more relevant than ever. Space exploration enthusiasts have long dreamed of traveling to Mars and building a colony. In one episode, Lisa and Marge set out for the Red Planet to found a settlement. Learning of Lisa's plans, Marge is discouraged. Yet, in the end, the whole Simpson family joins the project to stay close to her. The mission is slated for 2026. However, according to the show, mother and daughter arrive on Mars only in 2051. Even so, Lisa declares she wants to move from Mars to Venus. "This is my life, and if I decide to move, no one will stop me." Perhaps Elon Musk watched that episode. His company is developing interplanetary ships for such audacious projects. In Bart to the Future, the famously lazy Bart receives a holographic invitation for his band to perform at a club. The mail carrier delivers a virtual hologram letter ending with the farewell, "See you with your smell later" instead of the usual, "See you later." The scene raises the question, will holograms become integral to future communication? Job displacement by AI-driven robots also appears in The Simpsons, reflecting an ongoing debate. In 2012, the creators predicted robots would begin taking roles traditionally held by humans. A trend that has only grown. The 1994 episode Itchy and Scratchy Land shows the family visiting a robot-run theme park where machines go haywire, revealing both opportunities and risks. AI expert Jürgen Schmid-Huber forecasts that a superintelligence will trigger drastic technological and social changes within 30 years. A 2016 episode hints at a political career for Ivanka Trump. When Homer sports a Ivanka 2028 button in 2017 during an episode on Donald Trump's first 100 days, Ivanka appears on the Supreme Court bench wearing her own jewelry valued at $1,000. Expectations that a woman could reach the US presidency continue to climb. Some believe it could happen in 2025. In another episode, Lisa becomes the first female president. Though Kamala Harris did not win, the 2024 election saw Trump victorious. The possibility remains. The Simpsons also foresaw events that resonate differently worldwide. In the season 5 episode Springfield or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love Legalized Gambling, aired December 16, 1993, they predicted a tiger attacking trainers modeled on Siegfried and Roy. In real life, on October 3, 2003, a white tiger attacked Roy during a Las Vegas show. Another striking prediction involves a submarine tragedy. 2 years before the Kursk disaster, August 2000, a March 29, 1998 episode shows Homer accidentally steering a sub into Russian waters. A routine maneuver being mistaken for a missile launch, heightening US-Russia tension. Among the smaller forecasts that came true was Disney's purchase of Fox. In the 2008 episode, When You Dish Upon a Star, The Simpsons predicted Fox would be bought for $52 billion, merging two media giants and placing a vast library, including The Simpsons, under Disney. In Lisa's Wedding, 1995, the show foresaw video calls and smartwatches. Lisa chats with her family via video, and her fiancé shows a watch-like device that doubles as a communicator, foreshadowing today's smartwatches that track fitness, send notifications, and enable video calls. In Treehouse of Horror 8, 1997, The Simpsons warn of an Ebola outbreak. Marge reads a book titled Curious George and the Ebola virus. At the time, Ebola was little known. Yet in 2014, a severe epidemic struck West Africa, alarming the world with its high fatality rate and lack of treatments. Mentioning Ebola so long before impresses for its precocity. Thus, The Simpsons show a singular talent for predicting the future, with many prophecies confirmed over time. Though not all messages are positive, what awaits us in 2025 and beyond will only be revealed as time passes. What did you think of these impressive predictions? If you liked it, subscribe to the channel, share this content with friends and family, and leave your comment below.